your vision.
My name is Muhammad Tugarwansha and I would like to compare Indonesia and New Zealand in education. First, in Indonesia, attitude and manner are really important and are emphasized for students to apply such things, such as calling their teacher by using Pak, Bu, or etc. Carla stated in Kupan.com, students in New Zealand call their teacher just by their first name. Using Mr., Ma'am, or Professor is not necessary for them. Indonesia has level of education starts from primary school for 6 years, continued with middle school for 3 years, and high school for 3 years as well. After covering 12-year school, students in Indonesia can continue to college for undergraduate degrees for around 4 years and postgraduate for 2 years. According to caseeducation.org, primary school in New Zealand runs in 3 years, continues to secondary school around 5 years. After cover 8 years school, New Zealand students can go into college for undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. In Indonesia, each level of education day and days in a week have different uniform. Quoted from Republika.ID, primary school in New Zealand removes uniform rules that differentiate uniform by gender. Next explanation is going to be delivered by my group mate. Thank you very much.
My name is Zara Fikrani Fata, and I want to continue the next point by my friend. The third point is curriculum. Wicaksana state Indonesian embrace an open educational system. According to the system, students are required to compete with friends to think creatively and innovative. The curriculum in New Zealand is general curriculum that focus on learning individually and in small groups. Schools are given an opportunity to make modification the curriculum according to the needs of the schools. And the next point is school subject. In Indonesia, students learn general subjects, so they have more subject to learn than New Zealand student. New Zealand student get less subject; they just learn what they interested. And the last point is regulation. There are no significant differences in school regulation between Indonesia and New Zealand, just about the uniform and school duration. Indonesia has way more uniforms that's classified into days in a week and level of education. Also gender. New Zealand has same uniform and is not divided by gender. New Zealand school start from 9 a.m. to 30 p.m. School Indonesia has same start from 7 a.m. but ends in different time. Some end at 12:40 a.m. and some end 12:40 p.m. and some ends at 4 p.m. I think that's all for my material. The next point will be continued by my friends.
My name is Indaliani, my student ID 219137072. Okay, a festival is an event that is usually celebrated by a community and is shortened on several characteristics. In general, festivals in New Zealand are very different from festivals in Indonesia. A traditional celebration. Moriki is a series of festivals that take place across the island nation during different times of the year. In Indonesia, there are many traditional festivals such as Rambut Solo and the Light Toba Festival. B. Annual event. First, Anzac Day is a national memorial day in Australia and New Zealand, which widely commemorates all Australian and New Zealanders who served and died in all wars. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, it is a day that is celebrated nationally, such as in Independence Day and the birthday of Pancasila. 2. The Auckland Easter Show is a heritage event held annually during Easter in Auckland, New Zealand. In Indonesia, a similar festival might be the Keraton Nusantara Festival. 3. National Ship Day. The first National Ship Day is celebrated on February 15. In Indonesia, where the majority of the population is Muslim, they have a Kurban Day or Eid al-Adha. And the last, the Queenstown Winter Festival is an annual event held in and around the city of Queenstown in Alpine, New Zealand. In Indonesia, there are the dry season and a rainy season.
My name is Miranda, my student ID 2191367. Okay, religion festival in New Zealand. Christmas events many cities and towns in New Zealand hold Christmas paradise. It is usually held on Sunday and can feature marching band, wedding decoration, and performances from the grand old man himself, Santa Claus. For in the wedding ceremony, there is marriage ceremony. There is a marriage ceremony for lower-ranking members of we, but the agreement is for half and who for the needs before two lovers get married. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jumriani, and now I'm going to explain about the comparison of culinary food. In New Zealand, there is wide variety of foods. The first one is hangi. Hangi is made from raw food ingredients such as chicken or seafood and various seasoned vegetables on a wire basket covered with aluminium as a container. And the second one is the green shells. The green shell food, it has a dark green color texture and is large in size. And the third one is pavlova. Pavlova is a type of cake for dessert. Furthermore, there is grilled lamb with delicious taste and soft lamb, which is a favorite food in New Zealand. But Indonesia traditional culinary is all types of cuisine originating from various regions throughout the unitary state of the Republic of Indonesia. Recipes and ways of making traditional culinary delights are usually hereditary for the western part of Indonesia. Food is usually cooked before noon to eat at midday for lunch. Generally, Indonesia family don't set definite time for eating together, where all family members must be present. For this reason, most foods are made to be durable, and they can still be eaten even if left at room temperature for several hours. And often the same dish is reheated for dinner. The following are Indonesia's specialties, including rendang, gado-gado, satay, empek-empek, and fried rice, and meatballs, and many others. I think that's.
I will explain about a traditional beverage from New Zealand. It is kawakawati. Kawakawati is a tea dish from kawakawa leaves. Maori people often use the root leaves for medicine. Usually, the leaves are processed like tea to be into herbal drinks. And for special drinks from New Zealand, actually New Zealand is the best wine, milk and chocolate producing in the world. So most of drinks from New Zealand is flat white, Phoenix, and stolen rum. And the last is from Indonesia. The main characteristic of this regional specialty is ingredients. It use more spice because it is made from spice. This drink can be an option to warm the body in the rainy season. Include a hot ginger drink, wedang ronde, sikoteng, and potok beer, and pletok beer. And for special drinks, beverage from Indonesia include cendol ice, ice selendang wayang, halwa tea, and ice teler.
My name is Afifah Nur Aziza. My SID 2191330X0. New Zealand does not have a specific national dress. Customary Maori clothing is the only form of dress that distinctive to New Zealand. Kahu or cloaks give significant mana and honor to official occasions such as royal tour and state funerals. In Europe, national dress evolved from peasant or folk styles and was linked with nationalist movement. Many of these forms of dress, most notably the Scottish kilt, were brought to New Zealand by migrants. Subtle detail mark out pakeha New Zealanders traveling overseas. In the 19th century, these include a piece of ponamu or greenstone on a man's watch chain. The 21st century equivalent was a ponamu pendant. Traditionally, the rope was woven by hand between two upright pegs of the weaver. Feathers and decorative thread are inserted into the fabric as a weaving process continues. Natural dyes are used to produce a variety of colors. Lung or swamot is used to give a black tone, and tanakeha or bark to give a brown color. The kahukuri is the most highly valued trope as it is woven using incisions of dog skin. The kuri or native Polynesian dog was brought to New Zealand by the first Maori tribe. The kahuri is only worn by rangatira or tribal chief. A Maori woman wearing a heitiki around her neck, a ponamu earring and shark tooth, and two huaya feather in the hair. He wears a robe with a black border and has a moko design on his chin. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Sri Mauliani, and now I want to continue for the explanation about dress, it's between New Zealand and Indonesia. And the different case with New Zealand and Indonesia is divided into over 30 provinces each with a wide array of different traditional clothing. Some of the traditional clothing is like kebaya that woman wears, batik that can be wears by woman or man, and also sarung. So that's the dress that are common in Indonesia. And also the region outfit called baju adat or baju daerah represent the different ethnic group. Just like I am now, I am wearing hijab. And it's the symbol of women's Muslim that they wear it for covering their hair, their head. Okay, that's it. The differences between New Zealand's dress and Indonesian. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Razak. My SID is 2191304. Now I will talk about national identity. First is about Day of Independence. Waitangi Day or New Zealand National Day on February 6th. It doesn't celebrate the declaration or statue of independence at the end of a conflict or revolution or following the colonization process. Instead, the day commemorates the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi between the British Crown and Mauritius on that day in 1840. Unlike New Zealand, Indonesia's Independence Day, we're celebrating the Declaration of Freedom from the Defender every year on August 16. Second is about national flag. The New Zealand national flag was introduced in 1869 and made the national flag in 1902. It is a blue flag with the Great Britain flag on the top left and 4 red stars covered in white on the top right. on the right. The flag ratio is 2:1. The flag of Indonesia is a simple bicolor with 2 equal horizontal bands, red on the top and white on the bottom.